Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co host, Ginny B. Hi, Ginny.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for being here. I'm so happy to have you back. And everybody, when Ginny was here the last time, we did an amazing show of spirit guide readings and angel readings, and it was really phenomenal. Today, we're going to be doing specifically mediumship readings, and I can pop up a banner for you. Where, if you would like a message from your loved one, we ask that you kindly provide the name and the relation of your loved one. Also, the questions, if you would please use caps and emojis, that would really be helpful. And the questions will be chosen at random. So I want to say hello to a couple of people. Look, Gina M is here. Hi, Gina M. And she says, hi, Jean, and hi, Ginny. She gives us each equal. You're so sweet, Gina. And Teresa Hadarian is here. Hi, Teresa. Teresa, have you been taking classes? Are you taking classes one day soon? I feel like you're expanding your your talents there. And JR is here. Hi, JR. Nice to see you. And Judy Christensen is here. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. And she has her first question. I'll make note of that, Judy. And JR's question, I'll make note of that. Very nice. Very nice. Um, so, um, no classes for several months. Okay, Teresa. I was feeling some classes coming up. Maybe it was something that you did in the past. But good for you. And thanks for being here. And happy Friday, everybody. I just want to say happy Friday. Um, I did a show earlier today with Nancy from A Crone's Intuition, and we had some really beautiful readings come through. And I know that there's a lot of heat out there, there's a lot of fires out there, there's a lot of, pretty intense energies out there. So we want to come in and have a laid back and easygoing kind of a show today. And and then after this show here today, I will be back later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. I'll be back with Ginger Faye. So, and do some readings then. That'll be really fun. So, look, Visual Thinker is here. Hello from Bend, Oregon. Nice to see you, Visual Thinker. And T. Lynn is here. Oh, yeah. Happy Friday. Yeah. I always feel like there's like um, a little bit of an excitement, a little bit of an upbeat, especially at this time of day on a Friday and in the middle of the summer, right? Can you believe it's already August? I know it's August and July just went by like really fast. I I'm looking forward to the 8-8 Gateway coming up on August 8th. And they do say that the 8-8 Gateway is something that starts around July 26th and it extends through August 12th. And this gateway is when there are certain alignments with the stars that open up a gateway of spiritual type of energies to come to Earth. And, like downloads energies. I'm hoping for some knowledge, for some meditations, for some connections. And we may all, after this Lionsgate, feel like a ramping up or a stepping up of our connections as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, Hi, Viviani. So nice to see you. I love her little orange V. Nice to see you. So, what do you say we get started? Oh, wait. Teresa says there's a lot of heat in Florida, a tropical storm on the way. So there may be some small relief coming. I hear you. Florida must be, with all the humidity you have down there as well. My goodness. But then the rest of the year, you guys have sunny skies and beach. So It's a little bit of everything there. So thank you, Teresa, for letting us know. Okay, so let's see. Do you have somebody that you would like to start with there, Ginny?
Oh, let's see. Well, we have 3 questions so far. Um, let's go with this one. We'll take one
Okay.
out of the middle.
Okay. Right. So Judy says, "Hello, ladies. Can I have a message from her sister, Kathy?" I like your icon there, Judy. Wow, that's really impressive. That's a scarab beetle, right? Around the sun. And you know why I like it? It's because it's hugging the sun, right? It's nice.
Wow.
So, Judy, I feel like you were hoping to come in today. In other words, I think you were planning to ask for a message from your sister Kathy, or your sister Kathy knew you were going to ask for her. I feel like there was some sort of a energy before the show, and I feel like there's something you were hurrying up to do, and she's just saying that she's ready, that there's nothing to do or nothing more to do because she said she's ready. She said she's always beside you. And she's saying that she just wants to thank you for the love and the care that you gave her throughout her life. She said she always looked up to you. I feel like you were a source of inspiration to her. I feel like she was close to mom, and maybe she was the youngest. I don't know if you were out of the house and maybe your sister Kathy was around mom for more years than you were able to. She's also saying that you were almost like not a second mom to her, but you were very much the voice of reason, the voice of, um, you know, this is what you do. Sort of like you had more of a responsibility or responsible type of energy to you. It's almost like you went out, you foraged, you found your way, and you found out how to get an apartment. You found out how to find a husband. You found out how to, when you had kids. And it was almost like Kathy was always looking to you saying, what do I do next? How do I do what you did? And you were there to help support her and carry her along forward in her life. Does this make sense? Judy, does this sound like Kathy? Aw, thank you very much for that gift, Visual Thinker. Just let me know if not, I might be on with somebody. I might be connected to somebody else there, Judy. Okay, but you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So this does sound like your sister. Let me just get a message from her. I just was feeling her energy, and now I want to give you a message. Yeah, she is saying that she is near you, around you, listening to you, and whispering to you. She said she's there for you like you were there for her, and that she hears you. And I feel like you say prayers for her and for mom. I feel like you say prayers for your sister, and she says that she hears you. I don't know if you talk to her, sort of like, Kathy, I wish I had your recipe, or whatever it is that you do talk to her out loud, and she just wants you to know that she can hear you. She hears you, and she does whisper to you. She wants you to know that she's okay, and that she's in a really great place and is in the position to assist you. She's also showing me a sunflower, or a flower with yellow petals, um, a beautiful, vibrant sunflower. Oh, maybe she's showing me your scarab thing, but she's showing me sunshine and sunflowers. I'm not sure if that's a sign for you, or to watch out for sunflowers, because she's just wants to send you something that is a bright and uplifting, and something to put a smile on your face. So that's what she wants you to know. You're welcome, Judy. How about you, Ginny? How about
Yeah. When you were children, did you have kind of a devil or angel relationship? You took turns, kind of poking at each other, and she wasn't always appreciative of the fact that you were helping her, but she was. She didn't necessarily say it when she was alive, when you were younger. And she was very quick-witted, far more talented than she gave herself credit for.
Mm.
And she was very, in her own way, very dependent upon your support. And she didn't always demonstrate that in the most loving way, because that's not what sisters do, but she was very, how do I want to say this? When she got herself wrapped into an idea or a project or something, she was very tenacious with it. She really glommed onto it. She had a stick-to-itiveness that sometimes could be stubbornness, but she saw things through, and she really, I have the phrase, she hung on tight. So she hung on tight to ideas, or to people, or to you. You just might not have known how much she depended on your wisdom, but I get the idea of she almost saw you at times as her mother.
I agree. I felt that too.
And the message that I have is that she wants you to believe even more in yourself than you do.
That's so lovely. What a beautiful message. Yeah. Believe in yourself. Wow. So many blessings for you there, Judy. Thank you very much for, she said we had battles growing up, but had each other's back. Yep. Wow. Wow. Great job. Great job. We're so sorry. She said her mom and her sister passed away 3 weeks apart. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yep. And she says, thank you so much. You made my day. You're very welcome, Judy. And you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. They're there. They're there with you. They are there with you. Okay. So would you like me to pick the next one, or do you
you go right ahead.
I'll pick the next one. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you very much, Visual Thinker. You're so very kind and generous. We appreciate that. And Jennifer is here, and she says, I would love a message from my 22-year-old daughter, Brittany Michelle Thomas, who passed away January of 2023. We're so very sorry for your loss, Jennifer. That is so very young to lose. It's just unconscionable to lose a child like that. Brittany. I love your icon too. So I feel like Brittany does send you messages, and you see a lot of reminders of her around you. And I don't know if you like, you know that she's sending you messages, but you don't know if all of them are from her. And she's like, yes, mom, all of them are me. She wants you to acknowledge each and every one, each and every anomaly. She's calling it an anomaly. I don't use that phrase. She's saying that perhaps this is something that you use, an anomaly, something that is out of the ordinary, that occurs, that is so random and it's so frequent. She just wants you to know that she is there, and she's doing well, and that she is safe, and that she is right by your side. She's saying that she is in your heart, and she is in your soul. She said that you two were very much soul connected, and you almost, I mean, obviously, losing a child is extremely, extremely difficult. And but she's telling me that you almost lost your breath and felt like you lost a limb, or there was something that was missing from the inside of you. And she's saying, I'm still here. I'm still here. Um, she said that you didn't lose my love, you didn't lose my connection, you didn't lose my admiration. She said, because of my physical existence, or my physical energy on earth is no longer there, it is definitely an adjustment. She said, but know that the connection in my heart and your heart, my thoughts and your thoughts, is still very strong, and will be uh, now, and uh, until the end of your days, which is not anytime soon, but the end of your days, you will see, and when it's your time, she will be there to greet you. But she is still very young, and I see her being energetic, and maybe even a little bit uh, spontaneous, sporadic, maybe roller coasterish. And young girls are like this. They're like mopey, 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 and then somebody calls and they're like on the ceiling, yay, or something. But she's just saying that she still has this energy and this personality about her, and that you can also find this in other people around you. She's saying that spirit is working in many different ways. She's saying that you may find these characteristics, or this type of energy, in other people around you. And you say, that energy, I know that energy. And it reminds me of Brittany. So she's saying, I don't have to look like the person or sound like the person, but if you feel like they're acting or behaving the same way I did, she's saying that this is also a way of me just trying to uh, be around you and let you know that I'm okay. In any way that she can remind you. And she's saying, you won't forget me, mom. She's saying, you know every inch of my face. She said, you stared at my face when I was an infant and you were feeding me. You stared at every little inch of every um, centimeter or little piece of my face and my eyes, and we stared into each other's soul. And she said, you will never forget me, mom. She said that she appreciates the memorial that you have in your house, the place of prominence, that you put her picture and some of her things. Um, and she understands that certain things still pain you, and she said that's okay. She said, this is your human, you need to go through this human change, or progression through your grief. And if it pains you to see my friends, like maybe some of her friends want to come over and say hi to you or talk to you, and you want to, but it leaves you in like, it's fine when they come and call or they come and say hello, and you like seeing them and you like hearing about their life because you are interested. But when they say, okay, I'm going to go now, I'll see you later, and that they go back home, it almost is a reminder of that pain again. But she's saying that her friends just want to help, and they want to make sure that you're okay. And she's saying that only do what you feel is best for you, Mom. I do feel like her friends do come around and see you. I think she maybe ask. I think her friends need you. Her friends need you. Need a piece of Brittany. They need to come and see you because they're grieving too. And she's saying that the two of you together um, are helping each other. The two energies together. And she said, Brittany said that she really likes it when you two either call or connect or text or something, or if you see pictures of her friends. She's just saying she sees this. So is Jennifer saying, she's saying, okay, yes, I understand that. Okay. Um, and she says up here, she says, I've had that happen recently with someone reminding me of her. Yes, I stared at her a while and she slept. Yes, I do have a place with her things and pictures. Yep. Yep. That energy. And this is all just her letting you know that she's still with you and that she's fine, that she is in a safe place, that she is I know that it's hard for me to say that she's okay, but she wants you to know that she's in a safe place. She is in a good place. She's being taken care of, and now she's taking care of you. Um, what else did she say? Back here, she says, very much so. She was my daughter and my best friend. We could talk about anything and everything. Jennifer. It's been hard and it was unexpected as well. So you have the trauma of the shock and as well as the drama of the loss. I'm so sorry for your loss there, Jennifer. But you're so very strong, and thank you for whew, coming in. And she says, yes, my little sister was one of her best friends. Okay, all right, interesting. How about you, Ginny?
Well, kind of building on where you went from, the signs that she's sending you is a lot of times in nature. But look outside the normal things that you see, because everybody tells you about white butterflies or cardinals or stuff like that. But it's something more specific to you and your relationship with her, something that was a color, an animal, an insect, or something when you're on a walk or when you're outside. That is there, that she's sending you the messages. But she also, I'm going to cry. She's worried about your anxiety and how you are and what you're doing. Okay. And I'll get she wants you to find some inner peace that it's, she says, I pulled a card out of Jane von Prague's death. Life is a series of choices. Choose love, and you need to choose love for yourself first and foremost. But she's kind of worried about, or not. She's not worried. She wants you to know that in making connections with other people, not to enable them or enable yourself to stay in grief. That when you're together and you're remembering her, it should be with the process of moving forward and moving out and taking what she have, because it's about choosing love. It's about those choices. But it's too easy when we get together, when you get together, to get down again and how much you miss her. Celebrate what she did, look for her in the nature and stuff. And she wants you to know that she always gives you a kiss goodnight, just like you gave her. Yeah. That's a tough one. She loves you, but take care of yourself.
Very much, very much. Yeah, you're picking up on Jennifer there, and
Yeah.
the pain that it is that she's going through. She's saying it will the our relationship has not ended. She just wants to remind you of that. Yeah, she's so sorry.
Don't be.
Wow. So sorry for your loss there, Jennifer. And thank you again
That's a
for
hard one.
sharing Brittany with us and for trusting us with bringing through a message from her. Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, I just want to say that I appreciate everybody for being here. And look, Craig Dixon is here. So nice to, and Craig is saying, hi, Sharon Sipe. So nice to see you. Yep. And Hershey, the shadow reader, is here. So nice to see you. And the Crone Zone is here. Hi, Heather and Priscilla. Heather and Priscilla are going to be on my channel on Sunday the 4th. Let me see. Let me see. Yep. Yep. I have yet to, I don't know. Did I send you the link? I don't think I did that yet. I only went to Saturday. But they'll be here. Both of them will be here for um, a meet and greet and chat, a high level and very spiritual chat. It'll be so much fun. And T. Lynn, I see you rephrased your question there. Aw. Um, okay, I see that. That was Jennifer again. Okay, Linnea, I see you. Um, why don't we try Linnea next? And Linnea says, Linnea, just say hello and let us know that you're still here. And then after Linnea, JR, just let me know if you're still here. Okay, Linnea's here. Good. So any messages from the other side? So let's see what we have for Linnea. Linnea. Is it Linnea or Linnea? They want you, what I'm hearing from your ancestors and family and loved ones, they are asking you to consider working on relaxation and calming and centering your energy. They do feel that you've been upset, you've been having perhaps emotions that are sort of heightened, and I feel as though you may be going through some challenging times, and they want you to remind you that you're in charge, or you're in control of your own energy, and they want you to work on focusing on your energy and being in balance with this energy, perhaps having a technique of breathing, perhaps closing your eyes and breathing in your nose for 4 counts and then out of your mouth for 5 counts. In your nose for 4 counts and out of your mouth for 5 counts. And then perhaps, putting your hand on your heart or putting your feet flat on the floor, something where you can center yourself, calm, relax, and perhaps disengage with whatever the commotion that is going on in your life there, Linnea. They do want you to have these serene moments. It's important for you. They're saying that it's important for you to work on perhaps like a a guided meditation or a sound bath or a some sort of a healing mantra. But they want you to take the stress levels and work on uh, focusing, strengthening on your perspective and on your energy and maintaining the control of your own energy and moving forward with that. So that's what they have to say. Let us know if that means anything. How about you, Ginny?
I picked up on the don't be afraid. So whatever it is that's causing you disquietedness, not necessarily discomfort, just a disquietedness. I get kind of you're not sure what to do about something, and it might be what you're going to do in your life or direction to take or some other kind of a more personal thing. I'm really not sure. But so the message is to pay attention to all of the signs around you. And that's not just metaphysical signs, like, what's out in nature or whatever, but other messages and what people are doing. So the people in your life. And so the answers are there. You just have to relax enough using the techniques that Jean was talking about so that you can see from a different perspective and see it like from a different angle. And then you'll be able to plan and strategize whatever it is that you need to do to go forward, whatever that means in your world. So it's kind of like contemplating, going inward first, and then observing everything around you. And then you go, now I think I'm getting it.
Very good. Very good. She said she's been stressed lately and hasn't meditated in a while. And it's not necessarily meditation it's per se. It's almost like being in that quiet space. And you can listen to a guided meditation or just some binaural beats, just some, instrumental music or some Reiki healing music or something to really just calm down and to put yourself back into your center. And you may want to do this, and build that strength. It's not easy to maintain or to go back to. It's almost like you have to do it more frequently, more regularly, in order for that to become a habit. And you may lay down and you may listen to binaural beats and you'll be like, I'm still stressed. But it's the regularity, it's the purposeful laying down and closing your eyes and listening to something, whatever you want to do, and taking time for you to be quiet in that space. And it may take several times for it to start really helping you, in the sense of, if a stressor or a challenge does come up again, you'll have more of a calmness and a more of a focus and more balanced energy to deal with that. Linnea.
Yes, like you have to override the monkey mind.
Absolutely. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good one, Ginny. I like that. Thank you very much. That's true. It's the monkey mind. So, hi, Midnight Apothecary and Baker. Oh, how nice. Do you really bake at midnight? I guess you have to get up at midnight to bake. And so we're going to do your reading next. Yeah, let me just pop this up. Linnea is saying that she needs to get back to a routine of self-care. This is what your loved ones want you to know, for sure. For sure. All right. Okay, so I have Midnight Apothecary is here, and then next is JR. All right. So Midnight Apothecary would like a message from William, her father. William, her Father William. I do see you hugging your dad. I do see him being very much a pillar of strength in the family. I do see you feeling like where your dad is home. And I'm not sure if you were, if you and your dad and your mom were divorced and you missed your dad and really wanted to spend more time with him. Everywhere that your dad was, you felt at home. And he's letting you know that you two had past lives together, that was not just because you were my favorite daughter or that you were really close with your dad. It's not just a father-daughter relationship, that you two had a soul relationship in a previous lifetime, that you really connected with him. And it's not, he needed you as much as you needed him. And he was very much, he relied on you and he could open up to you. He was very much a confidant and a best friend for you, as much as he could be. He's saying that you and he had intellectual conversations, and he's telling me you had a little bit of recreation together. I'm not sure if he liked to play cards or if he liked to play chess or something, but you were always there to help, not to help, but to be there and play these things or play games or to do things with him that he liked to do. Um, he said you were he wants to thank you for all of the love and the care and the time that you took with him and that you devoted to him, and that you assumed responsibility for him. I feel, I don't know what that means. I do feel as though you were separated earlier in your life for some reason, or if he got remarried. I'm not sure where this is, but there's something about no matter what transpired in life, no matter what the getting married and leaving the house, or uh, him being out of the house when you were young, there's something about you two were separated for a while or for circumstances. And he's saying that it didn't matter that, you know, that you made up for that time that you spent apart later in life. But he wants to thank you for the love and for the care and for the time and for the patience. He wants you to know that he's proud of you. And he wants you to know that he's still that pillar of the family, that you can still rely on him and lean on him, that he's strong now, and you can lean on him. And he's saying the connection that you had in this lifetime was very special, and that connection is still constant. It's still here, and that you can that you can have a relationship with your dad even now, even today, but in a more spiritual way. And he's saying that you can hear. I don't know if he came to your in your dreams, or you can hear sort of like things that he would say to you, like, "Oh, I can hear dad in my head say, make sure you invest," or whatever it is. I don't know what it was, but whatever it is that he used to say, you can hear him say it. And oh geez, she's saying spot on. Oh my gosh. Okay. And she says, I do sometimes.
That was the baking at midnight.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering about those games. I've never heard anybody tell me that they used to play card games or chess games, or you would entertain with him in a way that other people just didn't. But okay. How about you, Ginny?
Well, as you were talking, I was kind of pulling some cards out of the Von Prague deck, and you are so connected, which is exactly what Jean was saying. which was kind of phenomenal. And I get the idea from some of the other stuff that I'm looking at here that he was kind of your knight in shining armor. He made you feel good, and you had great warmth with him. But he or you together as a family, there was a hard path. Life was not always easy. But he was there. Maybe not as much as he could have, because he wants to know that he wished that he had told you more often how much he loved you and admired you. And he wants to know that he recognizes who and what you are. And I get this. I am just so proud of her. I am just so proud of her. And if you sit quiet, you can feel him next to you, and you can feel his warmth and his hug.
He has not left you, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's still by your side. Yeah. He hasn't gone anywhere. I want to know your first name, though. I don't want to call you Midnight Apothecary. Do you mind me? Do you mind telling us your first name? He wants me to say it. He wants you to know. I don't know if he named you or if he loved your name, or I'm not sure, but he wants me to say your first name, if you don't mind. But she said yes, that they played cards together. And
wow.
I'm curious. Rhonda. Oh, your name is Rhonda. What a beautiful name, Rhonda. Oh my God, he did freaking name me, says. I added the freaking. Oh my gosh. He said, say her name. I want to hear her name. And he says, wow. I want to say your name. I got head to toe chills all the way down to both my legs, both my arms, and coming up my back. He did name me Rhonda. I love that name, Rhonda. What a beautiful name, Rhonda.
Wow.
And now I'm getting teary-eyed. He's a strong pillar for you still, Rhonda. And he wants you to know he does come in and give you a really beautiful hug, and a warm, loving hug, for sure. I think that you miss his hugs a lot. Wow. Wow, Rhonda, thank you. It's going to take a minute to get over these. It's really
pretty deep.
Yeah.
What amazes me in all of this is the depth of love and admiration that the other side has for us here. And we lose sight of that. That our cheer team on the other side is phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Yeah. And they show us the feeling of the love so that we can express it to you. So we are benefiting from your father's love, from your daughter's love, when we express these messages. It's not all the time, but most of the time they come through and they're showing us this love so that we can express it to you, so that you can remind you what it feels like. So thank you very much for sharing your dad with us. And William's a pretty cool dude. A pretty cool dude, for sure. He's strong on the other side. He's strong again. I think he wants you to know. I don't know. But he just wants you to know he's strong. He's still that pillar on the other side. Wow. Aw. Yeah, Rhonda, I love that name. Everybody's saying such a lovely reading. Oof. Okay. All right. So JR is here, and she is next. You know what, Rhonda? Yeah, you talk to him all the time. Let me just say that. She talks to him all the time. Oh, you're welcome for the beautiful messages. He doesn't want to leave. I'm trying to kind of allow his spirit to go and to go on to the next question, but as soon as I popped up the question, I could still feel him. And he just wants you to know that he's with you. We connect with your energy and he is with you. That's how we connect to him, is we connect to him through your energy. So he's there with you if you want to take a minute and sort of write your dad a letter, or write a letter from your dad, or take a moment right now and sit with him, because he's saying that it's almost like he opened up that line of communication and he wants to continue to use it. Yep. She's like, that's my daddy. He doesn't want to go. Yeah. 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 William's a cool dude. So thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. So we must move on. We must move on. So JR, may I get a reading on my mom, Miriam? Her birthday is coming up. See, I love that. I love that, JR. I always ask people, it breaks my heart sometimes when my mother remembers when her sister and siblings pass. And I'm like, well, I think they want you to remember them on their birthday, celebrate the life that they had, because they lived long lives, and they don't want you to be sad about their passing. They want you to remember them happy and their life on their birthday. And I tell my mom, I said, when I go, please just remember me on my birthday and remember the life that I had. And I understand it's important to recognize the passing and the anniversaries. I do understand that. So I love this, that you're asking for a message from your mom, Miriam, on her birthday. It'll take us a minute. I get that Miriam was polite. She's doesn't want to cross the boundaries. She was like a follower. She followed the rules, and she didn't kind of make a lot of waves. She was very agreeable. She went with the flow. She was easygoing. She was a little bit funny and a little bit soft spoken. Does this sound like Miriam? Jr. I just want to make sure. Oh, okay. She said Jr. says yes, so true. Okay. I hope that was. Hope that was. I don't know. Can you tell? I don't know if that was to my question. Jr. Can you let me know if that makes sense? One more time, because I don't know if that was in response to what I was saying. Oh, it sounds like grandma. Okay. All right. I had a feeling it may not have been. This is so the quiet, agreeable one sounds like grandma. Okay. So I'm going to ask because grandmom's coming through. Dolores' grandma, she passed too. But let me focus a little bit more on mom, Miriam. So grandmom says hello, JR. And grandmom so Miriam is showing me with her friends. She was a social individual. She had friends that she would do things with, and even not sure if she was like into like Pampered Chef or something, where she would go to other people's houses, or if they had. Remember back in the day where you used to go to people's houses, you used to go to somebody's house for the appetizer, and then you would go to somebody else's house for the main meal, and then you would go to somebody else's house for the. Now this is all before COVID, but it's something with friends, something with houses, like house parties, entertaining dinners, go to dinner at somebody's house or have people over for dinner. Does this sound like? Now that's my mom, Miriam. Okay. Okay. And your grandmom played a huge role. She's saying your grandma played a huge role in raising you. So when we were asking for your mom, Miriam, that's when grandmom came through. And she's like, now that's my mom, Miriam. Okay. Um, good, good. So this is what she's showing me, that she was social and did these things uh, with her friends. And she wants you to know that friendship and connections, while you don't always see eye to eye, we really do hold our friends at such a high standard. Uh, she wants you to be forgiving and sort of allow people to be who they are and try not to pass too much judgment, that nobody's perfect, and to also not to pass judgment on yourself, and also allow you to be who you are, and and that you are lovable and a good friend, and people would love to see you just as much as you would love to see them. Um, she wants you to rely on your social contacts, she's saying. She's saying that autonomy is wonderful, and solitude is bliss. But she wants you to still connect in a physical manner with other people. And she's also showing me horses. Did she like horses? I'm seeing somebody's horses here. But she's showing me horses. I'm not sure if you like horses, or if you work with horses, or you used to work, somebody used to be with horses. But she's showing me these horses as a beautiful creature, a loving creature, and and a good friend. Um, your mom was a hard worker. She sort of like brought home the bacon and fried it up in the pan. And what I mean by that is she worked hard outside of the house and inside of the house. Um, and she says, please don't compare yourself. And she said she did it because she loved doing it. And it was something that um, it's almost like you feel like she has big shoes to fill, and you feel like she was able to do so much more than you. And she's saying that she lived in a different time and place, and a different energy. That there was things to support that type of activity and behavior. But she said that you don't have to be just like she is. She's not saying go out and be the social butterfly she was. She's just saying to cherish the friendship, and to um, maybe get out there just a little bit more. Maybe go to a summer picnic, or somebody's graduation, or somebody's baby shower, whatever it is. She wants you to accept some of these invitations. She said, just reach out to people that you need to have other people in your life, friends, extended family. She said she wants to I feel as though she wasn't her the end of her life was younger than she didn't have a long end of life. It seemed like when she passed, it was sort of like she went downhill quickly, and and declined quick. Like she was great, 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 and then one day she wasn't, and then she declined quickly. Um, and she's saying that she never wanted to be a burden, and she was very independent in spirit. And she sees this independence in you too. She said you do have a different expression of independence, but she says that you and I are more alike than you may think. She wants you to know that she does send blessings over you, and she sends her angels, her angel team, to watch over you as well. And she just wants you to send you her love and support.
So, wow, so true. She would like me to be more social. And then there's this one.
She pa- she passed young. Okay, she was okay.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, she just, I don't know what it was, but she said if and when she was ill, it happened fast. It was like downhill. She's just showing me that it went downhill fast. And I didn't feel like she was sort of at the end of her life when she did. How about you, Jenny?
Well, as you began, and of course, I've always shuffling cards of one type or the other, and the Three of Cups fell on the floor before he had said it was her birthday. When you were talking about your birthday, I mean, just as we were getting into it, that fell out there. So that's a good celebration card. Just so she wants you to toast her birthday, to toast her life, and to toast her connection with you. I get that that she had a certain grace about her. She was a very graceful woman. Um, she just had a panache, and people just found her to be elegant. But she was also very much of a warrior spirit, which would go with what Jean was saying, in that she worked hard, she kept things going forward, and that's just who she was. She was a very graceful, quiet warrior spirit. And when we think of warrior spirit, it's somebody out there fighting and, you know, making a little bit more noise. She just did it gracefully. She got things changed or done in a just in a very quiet, graceful. You didn't know you'd been had until it was all over with. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, mom got her way. She wants you to, whatever is going on in your world, in your head, and your psyche, to let it go. Whatever it is, you just need to, whatever you're hanging on to, and that might even be in the physical world, that you need to clean out the clutter, but you need to clean out your mental and your mental clutter as well as your physical clutter, and then you will feel better. So whatever you're hanging on to that's making you not social, clean it out. She wants you to clean your closets. And then you will feel much better and be able to go forward and to celebrate yourself as well as to celebrate her, because you are her son. She wants you to enjoy. She wants you to enjoy the way you used to, whatever it is, whatever your funk is, or whatever you got into. It's kind of a monkey mind thing again, that you're giving too much space to it rent free in your head. So clean it out, evict it. And just, she holds you tight. And she's, like Jean said, she's there with you all the time. And she wants you to love you as much as she loves you.
Mm.
And you will honor her in doing so.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Let me see. AU. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Anything else? JR says, I love that. She does. Beautiful, Ginny. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, JR.
Mm-hmm.
Thank your mother. I'm just saying what she said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I wish. Very nice. Thank you, JR, for all of the info, for all of this, the validation, for staying with us along the reading. It really does help. So,
Yes.
Saruba, what is your father's name? If you would tell us. And JR says, both of your readings were on point. Thanks a million. You're very
Wow.
welcome.
Thank you, JR. It's nice to have the feedback, the validation, because otherwise, for me personally, I just think I'm just, making things up. And so when it comes in a validation, then it's really comforting.
It is. And Sarab, what is your father's name? I see that you're still in the chat. Wanted to maybe Sarab asked for a message from his father, but I need the name. Sarab Gupta, are you still here? Thought I saw you in the chat. I know. Don't you wish you could just call them up and say, you're ready? Remember, Terra Stash, Gerald used to have a phone. He used to have that little phone that rang, and he used to call. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was like a little video of a phone ringing. And he would call them, hello, are you still here? Oh, good. Sandra says, Ginny, I'm thinking of having a private reading with you. Okay. Very nice, Sandra. Thank you very much. That's really sweet of you. And T. Lynn says, it is true. People forget their names when they pass. Heard a psychic say that once. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sarab.
Okay.
Mukesh. Sarab, would you stand by and stay with us and help us by validating through this? And I believe Sarab is male. And the last time I was reading for you on Allie's channel, I was saying she, and Allie says, no, Sarab says he's a male. I'm like, okay. I feel like your father did pass earlier than expected. I don't see him as a very old man. I see him he was a character. He really enjoyed his life. He enjoyed his family. He enjoyed his work. He was an intelligent man. I feel like he was able to take care of people in the neighborhood, so to speak. And he was, I see him barefooted on a tile floor and very happy and very well taken care of. I feel like he was a man of honor and a man of respect, and his family. And I feel like he had his brothers or his sisters or some of his family around him. I'm not sure if maybe they worked together, but he was a happy man. He's showing me he was a happy man, and that he was intelligent, and he didn't really need much in life. What he had, he appreciated. What I feel like he didn't have much when he was young, and in this generation of his generation, he was able to have a better life than his parents did. And in other words, I don't feel like there was money in the family and was handed down to him. I feel like he didn't have much, and that he made something of himself. Okay, so he's saying, yes, we lived joint family with his siblings. I do see him as being a happy man, an honor. He was the head of the family, I feel like, and he was an honorable. And he never he didn't have like a lot of ego, if you know what that means. What I mean by that, he didn't think that he didn't have to work or that he didn't have to do anything and everybody had to bow down to him. He was very much like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Is there anything, if you need something, I'm there for you. Like, he was very reliable, and he would say, no, so and so down the street, they need something and they need me to help them do this. Like, he took care of other people, and he was happy to take care of other people, and it made him feel proud. But he didn't think that he was better than anybody else. He was very humble of a man and happy man. And did he smoke? I see. He worked his own way up. Yep, that's what he's telling me. And this is what made him so humble and so generous too, because he knows what it's like to be on both sides. I feel like, did he smoke? I don't know. He's showing me his lungs. I'm not sure if it was congestive heart failure or something in his lungs. Um, or But he enjoyed the good life. He wasn't excessive with a drink or anything, but he really did. He enjoyed his life, and he when there was time for drink and for food and for family and for relaxation, he really enjoyed extending this time together. Okay, he didn't smoke. Extending this time together with family and friends. He loved festivals. He loved community. And he loved seeing his good friends. Some of his friends, though, did not. I think he was a good judge of character, and he was very humble, and he would do a lot for his family. And I think maybe either his classmates or his contemporaries or his coworkers were not as humble as he was, and it was hard for him to see that. Oh, he died from COVID. Well, yeah. Okay. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
I'm so sorry, Sarab. That must have been so terrible. But that was, yeah. Yeah. But he's very, very happy man, very humble man, very conscientious, very helpful to other people. And he probably put himself last and put other people before him. Like, if somebody else needed treatment or somebody else needed medicine, he would say, no,
Mhm.
you take it. He's very honorable, he's showing me. Um, and always looking out for somebody else before himself. And he's saying that you make him proud and that he loves you very
Mm.
much. And he says you are hard on yourself, and he says, take it one day at a time. Don't look at the big picture. Don't look at, oh my gosh, I have all of this. That's my responsibility. He says, just take the responsibility one day at a time. He says, and one person at a time, one day at a time. And he's saying you may be feeling overwhelmed or spread thin. And he's saying that life is to be enjoyed. He wants to see you enjoy yourself. Don't work all the time, or uh, don't don't spread yourself so thin. Make sure you do things for yourself, enjoy yourself, and to have fun. um, and he's saying that he does see you do this. He wants to see you do this more. He says, you're a very hard worker. You're a good worker. He says, trust that. You can, everything's going to work out for you, he says. And he says he's going to help you with that. Ginny, are you getting anything for,
Well, yes, and I sat here again as you were doing that and shuffling various decks and stuff. Because to me that adds to the value rather than me just saying, "Oh yeah, I agree with what Jean says." I've got cards that say, "Yes, I agree with what Jean says." That is right. It's a validation of a validation. I got that he really liked he he was an entertaining man, an entertaining spirit. He was fun to be with, just like what Jean was coming through to Jean. But he also was balancing things. He balanced the welfare of himself, his family, his workers, and stuff. And he would just have been a joy. He just would have been an absolute joy to know. I'm sorry we don't get the chance to meet him here, but obviously we get to meet him now with that way. He wants you to start doing some self-care and, kind of like building on what you've just been told, and that you need to schedule it in. Don't say, yes, I'm going to get around to it, but he wants you to make this a point of that, because you don't take yourself important enough, which is an odd sentence to say, but you're not high on your own importance list, and you need to be. He wants you to remember how resilient you are. Not just that he was resilient, but you are. Again, I get the tears. He says, you're my son. You are my son. You have what I had. I showed you how to do this. Have faith in yourself, the faith that I had in you. He wants you to release judgment of yourself. Whatever it is that you're stuck on, out of the goodness of your heart, or wherever this is, or whatever else is going on in your life. He says, release the judgment of yourself and those around you, and to reassess everything that's there, reassess the value you have for yourself. And you need to value yourself as much as you valued him. He set the standard. The James von Prague cards have been very interesting. He wants you to know you are never alone. There is no time where he is. Time is only on earth. So everything is current and now. And don't forget that and do that. But he also wants you to know it was his time to go.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'll cry. That is the hardest thing to let into our hearts, because we want to control that. But he says it is what it is. It is what it is. And you need to concentrate on yourself first, and you and the people that are in your life, your friends, your family. I don't know your circumstances, because you have to put yourself first. You have to open the lid on the box and let his spirit that's in you out. And your whole life will just begin to shift, just bit by bit by bit. But first of all, give yourself a big hug.
From your dad. He sounds like a wonderful man, Sarah.
Yes.
Mukesh, very honorable.
That's a nice word. I like that, honorable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's a great guy. He's very kind and polite, friendly, and he does want you to release that judgment. Yeah, I do feel like you say he left too soon, and that he was younger, and you need that guidance. And he's saying that he's still guiding you, and you're doing a wonderful job taking care of the family. But he sends you his love, and we are leaving him with you. He's with you, and you can continue this conversation now that we've opened up that communication for you, Sarab. All the best to you, and to your family. And thank you for letting us connect to your dad for you. And he was young. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So sorry for your loss, Sarab. Oof, I know. See, Sandra's saying I'm getting a bit emotional here. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Um, That is the end of our show for today. Thank you all very much. And I want to say hello to Ginger Faye. Ginger Faye Thoreau is here. Hi, Ginger. So Ginger and I will be back here again at 6 p.m. tonight. Yes, that's 45 minutes from now. We'll be back here doing readings together for our fun Friday night session. And it is just, if anybody hasn't gotten their question answered today here, please do come back at 6 with Ginger and I. It'll be here on my channel. And I would love to continue the conversation. She's sending us music and fairies. So, and I want to say thank you and say amazing job to Ginny B. Thank you very much for your beautiful guidance, for your cards, for your messages that came through, and your heartfelt messages. I really appreciate you being here and sharing the stage with me. And I enjoyed reading together. And thank you, everybody, for supporting us along this way and helping us to work on our mediumship. So, Ginny, did you want to say anything before we
Just
go?
everybody, thank you for being here. It's a wonderful experience. The support, the validation, and thank you, Jean, as always.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.